this is Bob Mason from FX Empire and welcome to the daily crypto tech review of Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Ripple's XRP. We'll be looking at the MACDs, the moving averages and the day's support, resistance and pivot levels. It is Sunday the 4th of July. Looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar and the hourly candlesticks, mixed start to the morning. Going to see Bitcoin avoid the pivot at 34,327 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 35,303. You can see plenty of support for Bitcoin to break back through to 35,000 levels, however. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Bitcoin target 37,000 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 35,925. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 33,705 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Bitcoin should steer clear of sub 32s. Second major support level at 32,729 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, we have a slight widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, suggesting some downside. On the EMAs, however, we have a bullish signal with the 50 pulling further away from the 100 and the 200, and we could see a bullish cross of the 100 through the 200 that would support a breakout. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 34,327 and break back through to 35,000 levels to bring resistance levels into play. Moving across Ethereum against US dollar, it's bearish start to the day. Going to need to Ethereum avoid the pivot at 2193 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 2273. We need to see plenty of support from the broader market for Ethereum to break out from yesterday's high. That was at 2239.69. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level and resistance at 2300 to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Ethereum target 2400 levels before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 2320. Fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 2147 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Ethereum should still well clear of sub 2000 levels. Second major support level at 2067 should limit the downside. Looking at the MACDs, we have a widening of the bearish histogram at the turn of the day, supporting this early pullback. On the EMAs, however, the 50 has moved away marginally from the 100 and the 200, suggesting further upside ahead. So key would be to avoid the pivot at 2193 and break out from yesterday's high 2239.69 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will come into play. Moving across to Litecoin against US dollar, also a bearish start. Going to need to see Litecoin avoid the pivot at 139 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 143. Going to need to see support from the broader market for Litecoin to break out from yesterday's high. It was at 141.41. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, should see Litecoin target 150 before any pullback. Second major resistance level sits at 146. A fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level at 136 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, Litecoin should stay clear of the second major support level at 132. Looking at the MACD, we have a slight widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, supporting this early pullback. On the EMAs, however, it's a bullish signal, with the 50 pulling away further from the 100 and the 200, and the 100 also moving away from the 200, suggesting further upside ahead. The key would be to avoid the pivot at 139 and break out from yesterday's high 141.41 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will be in play. Looking at Ripple's XRP against US dollar, positive start to the morning. Going to see Ripple's XRP avoid the pivot at 6671 to take a run at the first major resistance level at 0.6910. We need to see plenty of support from the broader market for Ripple's XRP to break out from yesterday's high that was at 0.68521. So barring an extended rally on the day, expect that first major resistance level to cap any upside. In the event of a breakout, got the second major resistance level at 0.7091 that would come into play. A fall through the pivot will bring the first major support level 0.6490 into play. Barring an extended sell-off on the day, however, Ripple's XRP should stay clear of the second major support level at 0.6252. Looking at the MACD, got a slight widening of the bearish histograms at the turn of the day, but no suggestions of a bullish cross, so I need to keep an eye on that. On the EMAs, however, we're seeing the 50 pull away from the 100 further, and we're seeing a bullish cross with the 50 crossing through the 200 that has supported the upside this morning. The key would be to avoid the pivot at 6671, break out from yesterday's high 68521 to bring resistance levels into play. Failure to do that and support levels will come into play.